Let's go!
Oh, banana.
48 hours have passed and I am still head over heels from this Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. There are so many games that I am very excited about. But those final 10 minutes revealed games I either gave up hope on or never saw coming. GameCube NSO, Kirby Air Riders, Donkey Kong Bananza. Oh! I made a video nearly 7 years ago about how we need Kirby Air Ride on the Switch. Then I made a video last year about a lost 3D DK game, and all of Donkey Kong December praising the one and only DK64. And boom! We're so back. Perhaps this became an unofficial ritual to get these games the little nudge that was needed. We could easily sit here all day talking about this Direct, and trust me, I have a whole lot of different opinions, but we gotta talk about Donkey Kong Bonanza. 25 years have passed since the first 3D Donkey Kong game, and he's finally back to kick some tail. My heart was pounding from this reveal. The adrenaline is still pumping through my veins. Friends, I'm so excited to play this game, and I cannot wait to share this experience with you all by streaming a blind playthrough. All we have to do is wait for July, and honestly, that's not far away. It will be here in no time. So before diving into what we know about this game and speculations, let's quickly rip off a band-aid. I see no connections from Bonanza to Donkey Kong 64. I think it's safe to say that in no way is this meant to be seen as a sequel to DK64 or a game that is designed to play like a similar collectathon style. Donkey Kong Bonanza comes off as an entirely different kind of game from just about every angle. Which also tells me that we won't see characters such as Lanky, Tiny, or Chunky Kong, and most likely Funky or Candy Kong. From the clips and photos that I've seen so far, the only other familiar face that pops up is Cranky Kong, and Rambi being mentioned in dialogue. I'm very surprised that we haven't even seen a glimpse of Diddy Kong. We've seen some crystallized rock buddy hanging on DK's shoulders, which seems like a small buddy roll that easily could have been Diddy Kong. But this all leads into the next quick band-aid to rip off. Donkey Kong's redesign. I'm not going to be a hater. I can agree that it's going to take an adjustment period. But oddly enough, I feel like DK looks better here than in Mario Kart World. Maybe because he isn't stuffed into a cart and has more room to wiggle around freely, but DK also just looks really expressive in his new game. While I love the perfect rare design, I can't deny that DK looks good running around in his game. He has so many lovable expressions just in the trailer. But I'm not sure what it is with Nintendo and the Rare era. It's really starting to feel more and more like they want to pull their games away from Rare's design. We haven't seen Kremlin in the main DK game in forever. We're seeing less and less Kongs from this era, including Diddy Kong. It might very well be a cultural thing. We didn't make it, therefore we don't want to see it. I really hope that's not the case. It's Nintendo's first time developing a DK game themselves in a long while, after all. I haven't seen anything official yet, but this seems like the kind of story where DK needs to save his friends. Perhaps we'll see a familiar face at the end of each world? We've only seen the tip of the iceberg with this game, so all we can do for now is keep hoping. Also, where is this game? Still nothing after all this buildup. So with all that being said, all I could say is to keep an open mind and wait to see what happens next. If this Direct has proven anything, it's that the unexpected can happen. My first impressions of Donkey Kong Bananza are all over the place, and in a good way. It's really funny that I mentioned this idea of Nintendo wanting to move away from Rare's design, but then immediately into the trailer we saw big googly eyes on a character. Just an observation, no shade. Bonanza looks like if Wreck-It Ralph was in Mario Odyssey. Big Monk is gonna smash everything. And the art style and animations really feel like Mario Odyssey. In fact, I'd say this is the part when the player gets to control Bowser and smash everything in their way. It wouldn't surprise me if that's the inspiration to create this game. Based off of the preview gameplay at the Nintendo Treehouse, this also gives off a Minecraft-esque design. Well, in a destructive way. I can't say it in a building kind of way. DK can find all kinds of collectibles from smashing his surroundings. And there's still an all banana queue. What really impressed me is how the game remembers what area of the world has been destroyed. And upon pausing, the player can freely move the camera around the world, and it still remembers what remains. I think that's a really cool feature. While Mario Odyssey was designed around letting the player figure out what combination will get them from point A to point B, Donkey Kong Bonanza seems like a game that lets the player decide how they will destroy from point A to point B. And with a sick boogie board mechanic too. Look at that boy glide around! This is only the early section of the game. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot more fun mechanics. It also sounds like there will be clothing customization, just like in Mario Odyssey. We've seen DK wearing pants in the trailer. Have we ever seen DK wearing pants before? That seems really new. Come on, free that booty! So I'm looking forward to seeing what else DK can change into. As more Bonanza gets revealed, the more I think this is essentially Mario Odyssey 2, Donkey Kong Edition. And I want to applaud Nintendo for making this commitment to Donkey Kong. I have no doubts another 3D Mario game will come around the corner for the Switch 2. I think Bonanza made for an incredible reveal and fun idea. After all, it's been 25 years since the last 3D DK game. I think a breath of fresh air was badly needed for this series. And considering the Donkey Kong Country addition to Universal Studios and a potential Donkey Kong movie being in the works, it sounds like Donkey Kong is getting rebooted. I say whatever it takes to keep the Kongs going in a fun, exciting new game. So a few more final thoughts about Donkey Kong Bonanza. Like I said earlier, maybe the plot of this game will be about DK rescuing his friends. We shall see. I'm curious to know more about the characters we do see in the game. For some reason, there's a Diddy Kong kind of background character? Was that Espresso? And naturally, I'm wondering who the antagonists are. Some folks on my Discord server were speculating this guy being Manky Kong. This would make for a really awesome connection to the country games, but we shall see. And finally, a lot of us are wondering who composed this game. David Y has already confirmed on Twitter that he did not work on this game. I know this news came off as a letdown to fans, and I don't blame them. His work on previous DK games is masterful. I haven't seen any information coming from Grant Kirkhope, and I have my doubts that he worked on Bonanza. Seems like he would have hinted something at this point. So that's just another we shall wait and see. Perhaps the team on Mario Odyssey worked on the soundtrack. Well folks, that's enough of me rambling on about Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm very excited to learn more about this game, and I cannot wait for July. Are there any other details I missed out on? What are your thoughts on Bonanza so far? Do you think we'll see Donkey Kong 64 on the Switch anytime soon? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you next time.